Hello YouTube, Southeast Stacker here with you today. Thought we'd cover some more preparedness type topics. Emergency tools. Uh, Now my situation is a little bit different because I'm legally blind. I can't drive. But definitely if you have a vehicle, you should have you a bag like this in your vehicle to cover, breakdowns and things that happen on the road, tighten up a battery cable, that type of thing. This is more my tool bag that I keep in my home. This sits in yonder on top of the dryer. If I have something spring a leak or need to work on something in the house, like in a quick manner, this is my go-to tool bag. This is a Husky tool bag. I prefer the bags because they're lighter. I mean, this thing is 40 pounds with the tools I got in here, but it's lighter than a box. But hey, whatever you choose to put your tools in is up to you. So I thought we'd go over some of the tools I keep in my kit for home emergencies, home repairs, that type of thing. Thought we'd just discuss that today. So I always need a good hammer. I find myself needing a claw hammer very rarely, so I use a ball peen. I do have claw hammers, but they're in my shop. Uh, Even though this is an oil, this comes in use a lot. WD-40. Some things that are squeaking, they need oil, not WD, because WD is not oil. But anyhow, I won't get into this. This is a 1/2 inch breaker bar for my 1/2 inch socket set that's down here in the bottom. Duct tape, standard home tool repair stuff. If I did this video and there wasn't duct tape in there, one of y'all would call me out on that. So, just a pair of wire clippers or nippers. These are Huskies as well. A standard in any toolkit, adjustable wrench. I prefer the 10-inch size. Again, a Husky. If you may have an older brand, Crescent or a Craftsman or something like that, that's fine. As long as it'll open and close real easy, that might need a little oil over time. But got to have an adjustable wrench. Vice grips if you need something. I do have a bigger pair, but I got the smaller pair in here today. Vice grips always come in handy. Especially like for round things, or maybe you strip something off and you can only get it, there's not a hex head or nothing on it. Channel locks. And I don't mean fake green handle channel locks, I mean real channel locks, American made channel locks. I've had multiple pairs of cheap channel locks. They slip every time. I've got this size, and I've got a bigger size. If you work on plumbing, you will have to have a couple of pair of channel locks, and I mean the real deal channel locks. Because I've had my run-ins with cheap channel locks, and they just piss me off. So I like this screwdriver here. I don't really particularly like the color of it, but it's a snap-on. I found it at the yard sale. It's a snap-on, but it's got lots of bits in the handle, so I like this. There's a Torx head bit on here currently, but I have flats, Phillips, whatever you need. A good utility knife always comes in handy, just whatever kind you prefer. I like these when they get dull. You snap the edge of the blade off, it's sharp again. A little portable hacksaw sometimes can come in handy. Now, I don't see my PVC cutters in here, so I'm going to have to go looking for those. But I do have I typically will keep a piece of, it's a PVC cutting pliers. Can't have enough cable ties, wire ties. Some standard size wrenches that I keep in here. I don't keep a lot of wrenches in here, but 10 millimeters, 7/16, and a 1/2 inch. I'll keep these. I like the ratcheting type to go one direction, and then to go the other direction, just flip it over. These ratchet. So I like the ratcheting wrenches. And you got a box end and an open end on those. Those are standard sizes, 10 millimeter, half inch, 7/16. 9 times out of 10, that's what you're going to need if you're working on something smaller. A big flathead always comes in handy. Prying something, whatever. There's another wrench in here. What size is this one? Yep, that's a 7/16. So, anyway, there's 4 wrenches I keep in there that are standard size. I think one of them may be a 12. So, this is my big bad ratchet set. I'll open it and try to just leave it in the bag. But I've got a big ratchet set in here. Kind of a cheapo, but it'll work. I do have a lot of 3/8 ratchet stuff, but I use it in the shop all the time. I rarely use half inch, but if I need to use it, this goes down to about 10 millimeter as well, so it'll work. Always keep a good flashlight. I would prefer a headlight if you could get you a headlight, but I have 2 headlights and I keep mine in my prepper stuff. Carpenter pencil. I'm trying to look at what's in these pockets. I got a Sharpie, I got some black tape in that one, and an emery board or something. Over on this side, I got some stubbies. These come in handy. I got the flat and the Phillips stubbies. These come in handy in like small areas. So I will keep a set of stubbies on me because they come in handy. And another important thing, if I can get these out of here, is gloves. These are Milwaukee, just work gloves. These come in handy, you know, keep you getting grease all over your hands, or not even that, but if you're ratcheting stuff and the ratchet hitting something, it'll keep you from scarring your hands up too bad. So that's my little video today on tools and things we might need for emergencies. Let me get that off in there. So that's pretty much what I keep in my tool bag. I'm looking to see if there's anything I've missed. I also have a little snap-on, just a regular pocket knife in here somewhere. There it is. I got a tape measure in that pocket. I got another pair of pliers in that pocket. These are gloves. These are throwaway gloves. If you're dealing with paint or PVC glue or something, you can just throw a pair of those on. This is the little snap-on knife I was telling you about. It's a Tonto. So it's a good utility type knife for cutting stuff. That's it for my video today. Emergency tools, or tools for emergency repairs. Again, if you have a vehicle, you definitely need to have a kit like this. Include jumper cables and stuff like that, or a battery booster, or one of those little bitty air compressor things. That would be good in a vehicle as well. Like I said, my situation is different. Thanks for watching today. God bless y'all. Be prepared for emergencies. Don't be scared. Be prepared. Southeast Stacker, we're out.